All right, friends, our lesson objective for today is you will categorize 5 wants and 5 needs. Our learning target is 5 wants and 5 needs. We will be categorizing them. Because everyone's going to leave this right here for you guys to see. So we will always remember what our learning objective and learning target is. All right, so what Mr. Ron has on the board is he's going to put up the definition of needs and the definition of wants. You see how I have a line together? This is so that we can see the difference between what a need is and what a want is. So the first question that we have to ask ourselves is, what is that difference? Well, a need is something that we must have in order to live. So let's focus on that, okay, guys? A need is something that we need in order to live. So the first example, Mr. One's going to write it in the color blue and write his wants in color red. Blue and red, so that we can see the actual difference visually between the two. All right. The first example of what a need is, and remember, a need is something we need to survive, is water. You see that? Water is something that we need to survive. Our body needs water to live. So our first need we're going to put in our needs category is water. The second example of a need is, what is this? This is clothes. We need clothes to survive. Okay? Clothes keep us warm. Clothes keep us safe and keep us protected from all the different things outside in the world today. So we're going to list clothes. The third thing that we are going to list under our needs category, and remember, a need is something that we must have in order to live, is shelter or our homes. So you and you both live at home and we have shelter. Shelter also keeps us protected, it keeps us safe, and it helps us to stay away from all those different dangers that are outside in the world today. So, shelter. The fourth thing that Mr. Van decided to share with you as an example of what a need is we all need air to breathe. You see all this around us? That is air, and that's what we breathe through our nose and our mouths. And that helps us to stay alive. So we need air to survive. And the last example that Mr. Van shows that we need medicine. Medicine is important. Medicine will help us when we are sick. I remember when you were sick last week, what did Mom give you? Mom gave you medicine. Medicine helps us feel better. Medicine helps us to kill all of the different viruses and germs that are in our body and making us feel hurt, sad, and uncomfortable. So we need medicine in order to live. Medicine. Awesome. So this is our needs category, and we listed 5 needs in our needs category. All right, so we're talking about what's the difference between a want and what's the difference between a need. We are going to talk about our wants. So here's the definition up here on the board. All eyes on me. A want is something that we would like to have, but we could live without it. So There's so many things we want in this world. Like right now, Mr. Ron wants to eat that candy over there. But do I need candy to live? I don't think so. So we're going to list our first thing on our wants category, and that is cupcakes. Although cupcakes is food, we do not need a cupcake to survive. We need food, but not a cupcake. A cupcake is a want. So Mr. Vaughn has his red pen and he's going to list it. A cupcake. So what's another thing that we want, but we do not need it to survive? Everyone in this classroom, we love the trampolines, but we do not need a trampoline to survive. So friends, as Mr. Dewan is sharing these examples with you, I want you to keep thinking about other examples that you could use as what a want, explaining what a need is, and what a want is. Trampoline. The third example Mr. Dewan wants to show you as a want is toys. So a teddy bear is a toy, but do we need our teddy bear or our want or a toy to survive? No, that's just a want. The fourth example is television or video games. We want to watch TV or we want to play video games, but we do not need it to survive. And the last one that we mentioned, or Mr. Devon mentioned to you, is video games. We all want video games, but we do not need video games to survive. All right, awesome. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, or Mr. Vaughn is gonna do right now, and I want you to pay attention because I'm gonna ask you something at the very end. Is we have our two categories, our needs and our wants. Needs are something that we must have in order to live. So we have as in our needs, we listed the example of water. We need water to live. We need clothes to protect us. We need shelter to protect us. We also need to breathe air. We need to breathe air to live. And we need medicine to help us get better if we are sick. We then categorized 5 different wants in our wants category. And a want, as a reminder, is something that we would like to have, but we could live without. So our first example we listed was cupcakes. Although cupcakes is a food, we do not need a cupcake to live, but we need food and water to survive. We listed a trampoline. We want to be on a trampoline or jump on a trampoline, but we do not need a trampoline to live. We can live without it. We also shared the example of toys. Toys, different examples of toys. We want toys, but we do not need them to live. And our second to last is TV, or the television. We want to watch television, but we do not need television to live. And lastly, this is not one of Mr. Vaughn's favorite things, but video games. We do not need video games to survive. That is something we want, but we can live without. All right, awesome. While we're sitting here, before we move on in our lesson, think about the list that we just made. We categorized needs and we categorized wants. Now I want all 3 of you to tell me, what is our learning target for today? What was our learning target? Very good. Our learning target was categorizing 5 wants and 5 needs. What we did today is we categorized 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 wants, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 needs. Excellent. So as we were going through our lesson, my friends, Mr. Devon was showing you on the board, writing the list, and he was also showing you how he was categorizing his 5 different needs and his 5 different wants. Now you are going to have the opportunity to practice and experience being able to categorize your 5 wants and your 5 needs, which is what, friends? Our learning target. All right? Excellent job paying attention. Thank you so much